Hi guys, welcome to Darren's Travelling Corner, and today you get to see me doing routes 6 to 10 of my nursery rhyme bus challenge. So a couple of months ago you saw me start this challenge based off the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 once I caught fish alive nursery rhyme, and I did routes 1 to 5 around Portsmouth and ended up in Gosport. Now on this video we're going to be looking at routes 6 to 10. I'm on a train at the moment making my way to Southampton Central because there are no routes 6 or 10 in the Portsmouth area, and it's based on the rule that they strictly have to connect to each other. Well, sort of. So I didn't say that I couldn't get trains to my destination, but what I do plan to do is not only do I plan to go to Southampton and do bits there, but I also plan to do something in Salisbury and get the Activate, which is one of the buses that goes up to Andover. Now I know that I said that it would be much quicker to get the train, and believe me it will be, but I definitely want to get that Activate train. Stylised as Active without the E and then the 8 next to it. I'll put details about the routes that I'm on as I make my way through the journey, and then you get to see more as to where I am and what's going on. But join me back in a bit, guys, as I make my way to Southampton Central, and that's where the whole thing will officially start. See you in a bit, guys. Welcome back, guys. You've just joined me at a really wet and windy Southampton. So I got a bit lost on the way here because I thought the routes dropped us off outside, well, but it picked us up outside platform 4. This is why I ended up there at first, and then it turns out that I end up needing platform 1. I think at this point, as much as I want to get that 8 to Andover, as much as I want to get that 8 to Andover, I will get that 8 to Andover, scratch that. I just want to make sure that I can do that at the start. So, looking at the 7, that 7 goes to Lord's Hill. X7R is the one that goes to Salisbury. That'll be the one that I'm after, X7. Yeah, that'll be the one that goes to Salisbury. Yeah, that'll be the one I'm after. But if anything changes, I'll keep you guys updated on here, because the chances are that I might have to just stay here around the Southampton area. But I see an X7 coming up now, but I need the 6 first before I do anything else, so I'll get that afterwards. Join me back in a bit though as I take you on the 6 and we'll take you up to Totton. See you in a bit, guys. Welcome back, guys. You've just joined me now at the front of the 6, and the adventures on this nursery rhyme bus challenge continues. We're just making our way into Totton Station, and I will have to say I must apologise for this long-awaited sequel, because I've just realised last night actually that it was been a couple of months since I did routes 1 to 5, and it took me a while to work out where I was going to go for routes 6 to 10, because I originally was going to do this challenge around Guildford and Basingstoke, and then I decided on Southampton instead, because they're all practically in the same area. But then I thought to myself last night. It's about time I got my finger up my arse and get working on doing the actual video itself for route 6 to 10, which is what I'm doing at the moment. So on the 6 going into Totton. I do want to get that X7, so in that way I can then take you up to Salisbury and get the Active 8, but there is a regular number 8 bus in Southampton in case I'm not able to. So there's always a plan B if I need it. Hopefully I don't need it for a while, but I picked a peculiar time to do this video. So I've done it in the middle of a yellow warning for wind and rain, which is what we've got at the moment here, but certainly in this part of England. So with that being said, we've got that sorted, and then with that we will then just take care of the other routes as we go along. Join me back in a bit as I will see you at Totton station. See you in a bit, guys. Welcome back, guys. You've just joined me at Totton, and what we're going to do is I'm just going to take you around here quickly, and then I'm going to cross over the road and get a 6 back to Southampton, because then what I'll do after that is then look at the 7. But for now I'm just going to wait for a moment because heavens have opened wide. Now there are many places here in the UK that have a commercial road. I've seen 3 of them already. So there's a commercial road in Portsmouth. That's where you find the station of Portsmouth and Southsea. Oh, hello! I've just had a thought. That'll put me well ahead of time. I've just seen the X7 calls at this stop as well. Right, well I'm going to get the X7 then from this stop. Join me back in a bit as I take you on that very bus. See you in a bit, guys. Welcome back, guys. You've just joined me on the front of the X7, making my way down to Salisbury. Now, this bus actually puts me about an hour ahead of schedule, in the sense of I was going to get this bus at 11:32 because I initially was going to come off near Lymington and grab something from there, but then I decided to come off at Totton and treat myself to a McDonald's just to make sure that I'm well fed and watered. But I certainly am well fed and watered because I've got I had a breakfast wrap with no egg, a sausage bun, or a sausage roll, maybe call it. So I had a breakfast wrap, a sausage wrap, 2 of those cheese flatbreads, bacon and cheese flatbreads, 2 hash browns, and then I had a cappuccino to go. So I'm well fed and watered. But another thing that I noticed as well while I was at Totton is that I stood outside another commercial road. So there's 3 of them I know of now, because there's a commercial road in Portsmouth. That's where you find your railway station of Portsmouth and Southsea. And then you've got one in Southampton, and then you've got one in the Totton area, which I find to be very interesting. But I think the biggest one is a bit of indecisive between Southampton and Portsmouth, and it's just really rather interesting county of Hampshire that I live in. So we're just making our way up to Salisbury now. I'll see you in a bit, guys, and I'll take you on the next bus, which is going to be the Active 8. The Active 8 going up to Andover. See you in a bit, guys. Welcome back, guys. You've just joined me on the next bus along the journey. So we are on the Activate going towards Andover, Salisbury and Andover. And in an interesting turn of events, this bus would now put me 80 minutes ahead of schedule, because I honestly thought these buses were every hour when I did my research. It soon turned out when I arrived at that bus stop that they were every 20 minutes. So rather than getting into Andover at about 20 to 3, which is what I would have done, which is what I was scheduled down, that's what I put down on my notes, I am now actually scheduled to arrive at about 20 past 1, which then gives me enough time just to have a look around Andover if I've got time, or I'll just thank you. You're a bit slow at reading that though. Active 8 to Salisbury and Andover. Got the next stop announcements. So we're in Wiltshire at the moment, but we're going to end up going back into Hampshire because that's where you find Andover. It'll be the second time I've covered Andover in one of my corner videos. Doubt it'll be the last, because I do plan to do a train journey between Andover and going back to Southampton Central. But I'm well ahead of schedule now, so things are looking up. Thank you. So I'll see you in a bit when I arrive into Andover, and I'll see you in a bit, guys. This journey's been exciting so far, and I'm just thrilled to be taking you along with me. See you in a bit, guys. Welcome back, guys. You've just joined me now at Andover station. Now, the interesting thing about this is I did an SWR project around here at, back in 2011, and here I am back here about...
Our stations are no smoking areas. This includes the use of e-cigarettes.
Here I am again about 15 years later. It's always interesting when I find how things have evolved. Sorry for the long delays. What I do want to do though, once the cameras have stopped rolling for this part, because I'm going to do a little bit while I'm on the train as well, I'm going to see if I can move my passenger assist forward by an hour, because I've booked it for 3 o'clock and I've worked out I can now get the train at 2 o'clock. So doing that would be a good way forward, and then I can change at Salisbury and then make my way back to Southampton Central, where I can then carry on with the 9 and then the 10. So far this journey has been very interesting, and went straight from the X7 to the Activate, and I've really enjoyed what I've seen of this route so far. It's absolutely amazing. But anyway, join me back in a bit, because I've got to take care of PA side of things, and I will see you on the train going towards Salisbury. See you in a bit, guys. Welcome back, guys. You've just joined me on the train now at Andover station, and I've only gone and done it again. I'm sat in first class. Interestingly enough, there used to be 3 platforms at this station, but now only 2 of them are operational. I'd like to know where that 3rd platform would have gone. I'm sure we will find out. So this train is calling at Gillingham, no, we've done Gillingham, no, Andover, Greatley and Salisbury. So we're just calling that Greatley and Salisbury. something greatly about the next station. So with that in mind, we'll just make our way back to Southampton Central. I'm going to change at Salisbury and then make my way to Southampton Central, and then I'll be able to get a 9. Now I must apologise because I want to apologise because I wanted to take you on the area around Salisbury, but didn't have enough time. So with that, because I went straight from the X7, and as soon as I got to the market, the Activate was already there waiting. Now I've just seen the guard, so if you join me in a bit, I will explain as to what happened. See you in a bit, guys. Well, welcome back, guys, and I've only gone and done it again, so I don't know how many times this is going to happen, but I've just spoken to the guard because I'm on PA at this point, and yeah, they've said I can sit here at no charge, no extra charge. So wow, I'm one very lucky boy. I mean, look at this very nice first class section of this train, and if I just press this button on the side of the seat, you will find that this reclines. This is incredible. So let's put that back up for a moment because I don't want to let my body off. Take my bag off for a moment. There we go, that's more like it. And then we'll just enjoy our way going towards Salisbury. As I said earlier, we'll call it Greatly first and then Salisbury. And wow, so before Andover, this train called Woking, Basingstoke, Overton and Whitchurch, and then it called it Andover, and now it's just calling it Greatly and Salisbury. I'm just wondering actually, because this would normally start as a 6-coach train, and it would split at Salisbury, and then go to the other part goes to Exeter St David's. Now, all the stations up to about Exeter Central are all managed by SWR. So we're looking at the stations such as Honiton, Fennerton, Axminster, Honiton, Fennerton, Wimple, Crewkerne, Pinho. Yeah, there really is a place name here in the UK called Pinho. Only we Englishmen could come up with something like that. Well, join me back in a bit and I will take you around, I'll try and take you around the area of Salisbury. Even if it is just at the station. It's better than nothing. But either way, you'll see me in a bit, guys. Welcome back, guys. You've just joined me back at Salisbury Railway Station, and we've got... Sorry, that train's a bit loud. So you've just joined me back at Salisbury Station. I've been here a few times, and in this case we have a Cardiff Central train over on platform 4. This one's going to Portsmouth and Southsea, and this one will be terminating at Portsmouth and Southsea. They usually go to Portsmouth Harbour, but we have been tangled up with a signalling point failure between Portsmouth and Southsea and Portsmouth Harbour, which is why they're now not calling at Portsmouth Harbour, they're terminating at Portsmouth and Southsea instead, which isn't too much of an issue, because then what I can do then is just, after I've done this video, what I plan to do after I've done this video is I plan to go off to Portsmouth and Southsea, and then I'll get a train back to Bedhampton just gives me enough time then to put this video together and come up with a rather catchy looking thumbnail based on the Let It Go Again part of my nursery rhyme bus challenge. Seriously, what am I doing with my life? It just so happened that I woke up about a couple of months ago and thought to myself, you know what, let's do a bus challenge based off a nursery rhyme. It's I love what I do for Darren's Corner, I really do. And it's just, never would have thought of it. So anyway, join me back in a bit as I'm waiting on my train now, going back to Southampton Central. And it'll be there where I carry on doing routes 9 and 10. See you in a bit, guys. Welcome back, guys. I picked what day I've picked to make this video. So we've had, I mentioned earlier, we had a fault with the signalling equipment between Portsmouth and Southsea and Portsmouth Harbour, which is why this train's only running to Portsmouth and Southsea. But I've also just been notified that we are stuck on the line just coming out of Salisbury because there are further issues in the Dean area. Wow, what a day for this video. I mean, I'm lucky enough I'm so far ahead of schedule, so that would then allow me just to catch up on myself. But wow, what a journey this has been. I think I may end up having some further compensation. I mean, I had some vouchers from SWR because I had no passenger assist at Clapham Junction, but that's a different story. And you saw that in my video with in my London video. But I am making my way to Southampton. I'm just having to run at a reduced speed because there's further issues in the Dean area. So join me back in a bit, guys, as I see you in Southampton for Route 9. See you in a bit, guys. Welcome back, guys. You've just joined me now on the 9. Just going to make my way towards Forley. Well, I'm actually going to get off at Tesco because I'm going to top up on drinks, I think, and I should probably grab a snack when I'm at it. But when I was in Salisbury, that's interesting. When I got off at the, when I was in Salisbury waiting for my train back, I had one of those mince pies. Oh, they were divine. So this one is going to be quite a quick one because it's the next one afterwards. But I'm going to carry on a bit because otherwise it's going to be a quick one. And it's just, wow, I wonder how quick it is from Southampton Central to Millbrook on the bus. Normally they're about I looked, it was about 4 minutes. So I may have enough time to do some video editing, or I'll just probably come off at Millbrook and then just go across and do something while I'm there, do the video editing there. And then after we've done Woolston, we can then wrap this challenge up in style. So join me back in a bit and I will make my way into Millbrook. See you in a bit, guys. Welcome back, guys. You've just joined me now at Woolston. First time for this channel, welcome. And I'm just here just to get a 10, which is the last of the buses that I need. So I'm going to get a 10 into Sholing. This is going to be fun because Sholing's now on staff. So what I might do at this point is see what goes on, and if I can't get any support, well, see what goes on. Oh, hello. I can actually get a 10 back to the city centre. Which is interesting. Get a 10 back. And then do Southampton Central. If only I'd have thought about it. Wow. If only I'd have thought about it, it would have been a lot easier to have just got a 10 from Southampton, the city centre, but of course I didn't know about that at the time. Right, when is the next 10? Is the next question I'm asking, because they are every... Right, 16:04. So, yeah, I've got 13 minutes for another 10. Just thinking, actually, do I have enough time to grab a drink? We'll soon find out. Yeah, I can always do that. Come off at the city centre and then make my way to Southampton after that. I'm hoping that it will drop me off at West Quay. We shall find out. So I'm going to ask this gentleman. But drop me back in a bit as I'm on the 10. See you in a bit, guys. Welcome back, guys. I've just joined me at the back of the 10. And we're going to be making our way back to the city centre of Southampton. And I tell you what, this journey has been interesting. I've literally, on the GWR train, had the guards singing the nursery rhyme that these two videos have been were based off, and it's been really interesting, to say the least. I've certainly enjoyed it, but it has often left me asking, what exactly am I doing with my life? It has gone dark already, and we're only about 20 past 4, and this is going to be interesting, to say the least. It has become I think it's become one of my favourite words. That view though, if I should show you, is absolutely stunning. So, join me back in a bit, and I will do the drop back a bit, and I will take you back to the central station to wrap things up. See you in a bit, guys. So, welcome back, guys. You've just joined me back at Southampton. We're just going for a walk down Vincent Park, and I tell you what, I absolutely enjoyed this nursery rhyme bus challenge. Didn't think I'd ever see the day that I would do this. I know it took me a couple of months to do routes 6 to 10, but it took me all over the place. So we started here and we finished here, and we're quite close to the sea as well, so we can quite effectively let our fish go again. At Southampton, we caught the fish alive on the X4 line, let it go again on the number 9. But right now, I'm going to focus on getting myself back home, and then I'll be able to just sort this out, and we'll have a great time. Now, interestingly enough, look at the sky above me. It looks like it's lighter than it actually is. It's gone quite dark, and we're just coming up to about, I think it was like 4:45. It was around about that time, well, 4:30. So I've really enjoyed it today, and I definitely will do more of these bus challenges in the near future. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.